Yo, what's going on? It's D-Man, you already know. Bringing to you some news about some NBA 2K16. Now, this game is right around the corner, and of course, I still want to cover a few things about this game. So I'll be talking about a lot of things come today and tomorrow. But in this video, I want to talk about the top 10 players at every position: point guard, shooting guard, small forward, power forward, and center. And we'll also be going over the top 10 players in the game. So we're going to start with point guards here. Of course, Steph Curry, the best point guard in the game. He just won the finals. 2K loves this dude, so it's no surprise to me that he's rated overall 93, and he really deserves it. I mean, the only thing you can really knock him for is his defense, maybe, and he's really been trying to step that up. And he's followed by Chris Paul, Russell Westbrook, who is at 89. I'm surprised he didn't get the 90. Then Kyrie, John Wall, Damian Lillard, Mike Conley, who is being slept on, man. Mike Conley is always one of those point guards that's just underrated to me. I like Mike Conley. And then Derrick Rose, Kyle Lowry, and Jeff Teague, who is also being slept on, man. Jeff Teague got an 83. I don't know. But anyways, I know there's a new rating system, so that probably plays part in this. But a good list of the top 10 point guards. So let's step over to the top 10 shooting guards in NBA 2K16. This list is started with James Harden. He's rocking a 92 overall, followed by Klay Thompson, and then Jimmy Butler, who had a great season last season, man. Jimmy Butler, he was showing out. After that, we have Dwayne Wade, which a lot of people were hating on Dwayne Wade being above Kobe, but you don't understand. Like, Dwayne Wade, he was injured last year, but also really efficient when he did play. He was still efficient, man. Dwayne Wade, he could still get it in. After that, we have Kobe at an 85. Another thing people are arguing about: how do you feel about Kobe's rating? Should he be higher? Should he be lower? I mean, when he played last season, he didn't really play that well. But at the same time, it's Kobe. You know, the rating system is kind of based on potential in a way. So Kobe, he's a nice inside scorer, footwork on point. He's a slasher. He can step out and shoot the three. Not saying he's a knockdown shooter, but he can step out, shoot the three. So I'm okay with the 85. We have DeMar DeRozan rocking the 83, followed by Wes Matthews, Monte Ellis, Victor Oladipo, and Bradley Beal. So not a bad list for the shooting guards in the league. I mean, I like it. I don't really have a big problem with it. Now to the small forwards. To no one's surprise, we have LeBron James topping this list at a 94, the best player in the game, or the best current player in the game, I should say that. After LeBron James, we have Kevin Durant right behind him with a 91, Carmelo Anthony with an 88, Kawhi Leonard with an 87, Paul George with an 86. I'm ready to see him play a full year. And after Paul George, it's kind of a big drop off in names. I mean, we have Gordon Hayward, who's really an underappreciated small forward to me, Rudy Gay, Andrew Wiggins, who I thought would get more love because Andrew Wiggins had a great rookie season, and we have Giannis Antetokounmpo, and we have Carroll at the bottom of the list with a 79. Former Hawk, he did all right in the playoffs, ended up going to the Raptors. So the small forward list, it was kind of weak in my opinion. Like, after the top 5, it just dropped off, but that's how the league is. So let's get into the power forwards. And I will say, I'm very glad to see Anthony Davis at the top of this list, because Anthony Davis is a certified beast. A lot of people want to knock him, mainly because he played for the Pelicans. But if you look at his individual stats and how he plays, this man is going to be the MVP eventually. Like, he's going to get an MVP trophy, like Anthony Davis, man. Great power forward. We have Blake Griffin, LA, Tim Duncan, Pau Gasol getting some love, Zach Randolph, Chris Bosh, Kevin Love. My boy Dirk is still up on the top 10, and Paul Millsap. So the power forward list is really nice, and I like using power forwards in 2K. So I'm looking to go to work with Anthony Davis, LA, and Dirk. Really, those are the main power forwards I would like to use in 2K. And to be honest, it's just really good to see some better big men in the league right now, because that's how the NBA used to be in the 90s, man. We had better big men. Now they're coming back, man. They kind of disappeared for a while, but they're coming back. So let's get a look at the top 10 centers in NBA 2K16. And once again, I'm glad to see Marc Gasol at the top. And I'm glad to see him tied with DeMarcus Cousins, because they're both beastly. If you haven't paid attention to DeMarcus Cousins, like, what are you doing, man? This man Boogie be balling. We have Dwight Howard, DeAndre Jordan. We have Rucci, man, who is also slept on down there in Orlando. A great young center. He's going to be a beast. We have Al Horford, Andre Drummond, Brook Lopez, Al Jefferson, and Hassan Whiteside. I think he only made top 10. Look, I'm going to just be real. I think he only made top 10 mainly because he said that 2K thing after the game. I mean, he had some good games, no doubt, but top 10 centers at 81, right behind Al Jefferson? Bruh, I guess that's just my opinion. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. So now that we looked at the top 10 players at every position, we can see the top 10 players in the game. Well, the top 10 current players, I gotta keep saying that. LeBron James, the top current player in the game, followed by Stephen Curry, Anthony Davis, James Harden, Kevin Durant, and Chris Paul, who are the only 90 overalls. Now that's subject to change, depending on if they play well or if they play bad, but hopefully they keep balling. After that, we have Russell Westbrook, Carmelo Anthony, Blake Griffin, and LaMarcus Aldridge. So a good top 10 to me. I don't really have a problem with these ratings. Then again, I never really do because they're just numbers. The players are going to play the way you want them to play in the game regardless, so don't pay attention too much to the ratings. But I still wanted to bring you this information, and at the same time, it's a good list. So let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. I'll holler at you all later. Peace.